Good evening. Welcome to the Monday, September 15th City Council meeting. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Item number 2 is approval of the minutes from the September 2nd meeting.
I move to approve.
Second.
Steve?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Jim?
Yes.
Rick?
Yes.
And Mary?
Yes. Item number 3 is hearing of public concerns. Yes, Mr. Cox?
Steve Cox, Huntington Drive. I have a question on the issue about eliminating the Board of Public Affairs. How can you have a second reading on an amendment that wasn't in place? Mr. Betts, you made the suggestions to change sections on it. Isn't a reading require writing? That was never voted on.
So the ordinance got its first reading. It was amended in that meeting 2 weeks ago.
But
Now it comes back today for a second reading as amended. The caption hasn't changed at all. There were some
Okay.
parts of the body of the ordinance that changed. And to read it, give it its second reading as amended is the appropriate course of action.
okay, instead of having a first reading of the amended document.
Correct.
Okay. How much is this going to cost? What's the financial cost for putting this on the ballot?
I don't know the exact number. If you're on a ballot that's not special, you do have to pay for a portion of what your community would do. But again, when we do it on the gubernatorial election, it will cost less than if we would do it this November.
Okay, but you don't have a figure of how much it's actually
They won't
costing?
know because they don't have those quotes yet. I did call the Board of Elections to try to get that.
Okay.
And then there is a required publication in the most circulated newspaper that we will be required if this measure passes, so that the public knows it's going to be on the ballot.
Lastly, a number of members of the council had requested commentary from the public. And I will say no. I will vote no. You guys haven't been able to fix my street in 3 years plus. And you're going to add extra work to your staff? How is this possibly going to make things better? And Mr. Alspach, you really do need to see the condition that South Court Circle is in.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'll make it a point to drive by again.
Okay, well, that's appreciated. Thank you very much for it. And thank you for your attention.
Anyone else?
Annette Schreiner, 313 North Cherry Street, Bryan, Ohio. Good evening, Council, Mayor, members of our community, and fellow BPA board members. I stand before you today not just as Chair of the Board of Public Affairs, but as a lifelong advocate of the values that make Bryan a strong and self-reliant city. Tonight, again, we face the pivotal moment in our city's history. An ordinance has been proposed to be placed on the ballot to amend our city charter, an amendment that would dissolve the elected Board of Public Affairs and transfer its responsibilities to the mayor and to city council. Let me be clear. While the intention behind this proposal may be to increase efficiencies and to have a smaller and more modernized form of government, we must ask ourselves, at what cost? Are the voters really going to know what the intentions are of a modernized government? BPA has been a cornerstone of our community's infrastructure. We are not just a board, we are ambassadors of Bryan's commitment to delivering reliable, locally managed utility services. We are stewards of long-term stability, focused solely on ensuring our utilities meet the needs of the people. not political agendas, not short-term gains, but you, the residents and taxpayers of Bryan. Our board brings together over 100 years of combined experience, diverse, dedicated, and deeply rooted within this city. We empower our utility employees to perform their very best. We provide strategic direction for the major products, like example, the upcoming water treatment plant that will serve our community in which we live for generations to come. We ensure transparency and accountability. And we do all this with one goal in mind: reliable service at the lowest possible rate. If this board is to be dissolved, we risk conflict of interest between the city priorities and the utility operations, misaligned goals that could compromise service quality and affordability, micromanagement that can stifle innovation and responsiveness in daily utility operations. Utilities are not just another line item in a budget. They are the lifeblood of our homes, our businesses, and our future. The BPA exists to protect that lifeblood, to ensure that decisions are made by those who understand the complexities and long-term implications of utility management. We partner with regional agencies to support economic growth. We hold ourselves accountable to you, the ratepayer. We are local, reliable, and for the people, by the people. So I ask you, before you cast your vote, please consider what we stand to lose. Consider the value of a board that exists solely to serve the public interest in utilities. Consider the legacy of independence, expertise, and community focus that BPA represents. Let us not dismantle what has served us so well. Let us preserve the integrity of our utilities. Thank you.
Good evening. That was very good, Annette. I'm very happy to hear that. I've got something short to say tonight. Say good evening. My name's Karen Ford, 312 John Street, Bryan. I've been a Bryan Municipal Utilities Board member since 2014. The agenda tonight includes an ordinance to change the charter to dissolve the Board of Public Affairs and bring BMU under the direction and supervision of the mayor and city council. The current charter specifies rules for the separation of the city government from the nonprofit-owned community utility. The mayor has been an ex officio member but has had no voting privileges. The Board of Public Affairs has had the control and supervision over the operations and personnel. The charter can only be changed by a majority vote of the citizens unless the city council votes tonight or at their third reading to vote no to not add this to the ballot. I am here to ask the council to vote no on the passage of the ordinance to eliminate the Board of Public Affairs. BMU has been and should remain a separate business entity. I don't believe BMU should be considered another department. Thank you.
Good afternoon, board, people. Bob Iyer, 304 Carson, Bryan, Ohio, 43506. Just a thought. As I was painting today, I was thinking about all this activity going on and stuff. And it does come down to the people. And I'm 100% agreement, and I think all the board members are too. And that's very important. And the ballot's coming up on May 5th. My question is, or concern, is that how many people have historically voter turnout? Typically, it's always been low. So we have a major issue. I mean, a fundamental change of government potentially could be voted on by a super low percentage of the cities, of the Bryan people. Each of you represent 20%. elected by the people, to represent the people. You have an opportunity to balance that. I can't emphasize enough the responsibility that you have. And do not allow 10% of the people to decide a major fundamental change in city government. Thank you.
Anyone else? With that, we'll go on to item number 4, Clerk's Treasurer's Report.
Council has received, as usual, all of the financial data, bank reconciliations and the like for the month ended August 31st, 2025. And I would entertain any questions you might have now or anytime you want to call me in the future.
Well, I'll move to approve.
Second.
Jim?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Rick?
Yes.
Steve?
Yes.
And Mary?
Yes. Item number 5 is an ordinance. John, please number and read.
So a reminder that this is the second reading of ordinance number 43, 2025, an ordinance to place on the ballot for electoral consideration, an amendment to the charter of the city of Bryan to dissolve the elected Board of Public Affairs and to bring the Bryan Municipal Utilities under the direction and supervision of the Bryan Mayor and Bryan City Council.
Council, do you have any thoughts? No? That can conclude the second reading if you want to ask for him to.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
That will conclude the second reading if you want to ask him to move on with the agenda.
Okay, we can move on with the agenda. That concludes the second reading of that. Item number 6 is an ordinance. John, please number and read.
Ordinance number 44, 2025, an ordinance providing for annual appropriations for the city of Bryan for the fiscal year ending December 31, 2025, and declaring an emergency. At its last meeting, the Board of Public Affairs authorized a request to appropriate $56,726 to the electric fund budget. This would money that they received as reimbursement for expenses incurred to provide mutual aid to a number of entities. Montpelier, Lansing, Michigan, the JD4 transmission line. And so expenses went out. Those entities reimburse the electric department for those expenses, and they're asking for those dollars to be reappropriated for their use in the balance of the year.
Well, I'll move to suspend.
I'll second.
Jim?
Yes.
Steve?
Yes.
Rick?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
And Mary?
Yes.
Move to approve.
I'll second.
John?
Yes.
Rick?
Yes.
Jim?
Yes.
Steve?
Yes.
And Mary?
Yes. Item number 7 is a resolution. John, please number and read.
Resolution number 41, 2025, a resolution authorizing the police chief of the city of Bryan to apply for grants for the city of Bryan Police Department.
Good evening, council.
Good evening.
The state has once again opened another round for body-worn camera grant funding. I would like permission to apply for that to use for licensing and warranty software coverage.
So,
I'll move to suspend.
second.
Steve?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Jim?
Yes.
Rick?
Yes.
And Mary?
Yes.
And I'll move to approve. I'll second.
Jim?
Yes. Yes.
Steve?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
And Mary?
Yes.
Thank you.
Good luck.
That concludes the items on our agenda. With that, we will go around the room. Mayor, do you have anything?
I do not.
John, do you have anything? Department heads? BPA board? With that, I'll ask a motion. Whoop.
One question, please. Has there been any other changes to the ordinance other than what Mr. Betts discussed at the first reading?
No.
Okay, thank you.
With that, I will take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
I'll second.
Steve?
Yes.
Jim?
Yes.
Rick?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
And Mary?
Yes.